Good morning, all. This is to announce Candlelight Games, Dell's brand new football guide game, Gridiron Dice and Drives. So it's Gridiron DD. The core free PDF. You can click the link in the description box below and download the free core game. It is a 43-page black and white book with art, and it is fantastic. I've been working with Dell on this over the last month or so. Dell had, again, been working on it long before that. This free version does not include the career mode. There is going to be a full color campaign book, which is the complete game with career mode, some special unique rules, which are phenomenal. So this is personally, I believe it's Dell's finest work, not only in his game engine, but also in his actual book. I mean, Dell is becoming very good at the book editing and the book design. It's fantastic. So this is just a brilliant game, but also I just believe it's Dell's best work in his actual book. So let's take a quick look at this. I won't go over much of it. You can grab it, read it, and play it. I had enjoyed playtesting it. I've written a couple things for it. I created the fictional teams for it. Did a quick write-up, introductory story for it, and I added the specialized scheduling rules for it. Dell and I kind of banged out the economy of the career mode. You won't see the scheduling rules or the economy and off-season career stuff in this book. This is the free. This is just so you can start playing the games. It's a chance for you to see if you even like the game. If you like the game engine, then you might want to play more of it. Therefore, you would want the campaign career book. So that's the gist of that. But I love the artwork and I love the layout of the book. Dell just did a brilliant job. So it's Gridiron, Dice and Drives, the American football game. Again, we've got the very well designed book. By far, outside of our flagship game, Dark Age of Man, this is the best designed book that we have in our Candlelight Games library. It's just brilliant. So Dell does a brilliant job defining everything and walking you step by step through not only how the game plays and what's going on with the game and the rules, but also the best way to tackle the campaign tiers. Because again, you got to have just the game, but then there are tiers to the campaign career stuff too. And he kind of does a great job walking you through all of it. You know, the best way to start learning to play, then the next step, and then eventually the career boundary, which would include weather, injuries, custom clubs, owner mode, etc. I'm not certain exactly everything that's in the book. So although I've been involved in the proofreading and the playtesting and seeing some of the versions, I honestly don't know everything that's in the full game. There are things that I absolutely loved in our 6.6 workbook, our 6, 6, and 7 versions of the game that, again, I hope are in the final version. The league structure and scheduling rules are just a blast. They're era specific. And the weather and injury rules, we have a optional kickoff rule, or we had. I don't know if that's in the final version. So I'm actually a little in the dark myself as to whether he's removed the kickoff rule, which was one of the rules I had come up with. So without further ado, let's just glance at this. But I want people to know it's an opportunity to grab this free version just to play the game. So this is a truncated story. I originally had written the opening narrative story for the game. This is a truncated version of that story that Dell has put in here. I'm not certain if the full is in the color book. I haven't seen the color book. So table of contents, again, well organized book. He's got a page number, table of contents, fantastic. Start here, module roadmap. So these are how the modules of the game work. Then go on from there, recommended first game, and then he has a game walking you through how the game works, and then he has a complete sample game played out, which is very cool, and a sample game too played out. And then the core game, again, the steps, the elements of the core game, which are, this whole book is just the core game. There is no campaign career elements in it. The ratings and formulas for the teams, the drive result table, follow-up checks and field goals, the first game table. There's a little bit of that art that I love. The drive results table. I mean, it is just, and Dell has busted his arse on this. I've seen multiple versions of this. All of them actually looked great. Version 6, I want to say version 6 or 6.6 or something like that. I mean, it had my blood pumping. I was ready to release it and start playing it. So Dell has been pretty vigilant about really making sure everything's in these games that he wants in it. So it really is fantastic. Turnovers, information, possession and overtime, auto club quality edge, and then he's got edge, favor, and traits. Again, all this stuff is defined. It's really cool. And then the league. So I created a 1926 NFA league of teams with a little write-up. Dell has obviously included them in here. And they all have a home field, generally has some kind of advantage. The field type has an effect along with weather. It can affect injuries, can affect weather, can affect all kinds of different things. There is a scheduling like mini game as well, which is incredibly fun to reflect what real professional football looked like in the 20s. Very cool. And then we have the teams themselves and their traits, etc. The Buffalo Bison, he's got these great logos, Bulldogs, and then we've got the Dayton Triangles in here. The Duluth Eskimos are in here. So we've got some really cool stuff. Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. These are all the teams that I created for a fictional 8-team league. The Marauders, worked examples too, and then quick reference for the core game. Quick reference to tables. So again, these can all be easily printed out, or you can just fold your book open. This is the PDF, so you'd want to print this out, but you could just print what you need on the table. The book itself will either be coil bound or saddle stitched, so you can fold it open. I don't know how big the color book is, but it's putting in a ton. It's including all of the career campaign stuff. So I'm assuming it's another 10 or 15, 20 pages color, right? And there you have it. And then some sample print sheets, and then the final reminders and event flavor, which is cool. Companion volume paid career edition. So if you get the career book, it gives you an idea what's in that. So there you go, 42 pages, and it's ready to go. So I can tell you right now, it's great fun. It's one of Dell's traditional dice margin games. Dell uses this, I call it the dueling dice engine, but it's a dice margin game. You roll for the offense, you roll for the defense, and you get the difference. And there's ratings that affect that difference, and then that'll generate what happens on the drive. It's a possession-based fast play game. I think it's 22 possession games, so 11 possessions per half, 5 and 6. The teams alternate possessions, and it is fantastic. As I told Dell, this initial version he sent me months ago, which involved playing cards, and I just told him I'm not even gonna read it. I have zero interest in mixed media games. I don't like games that use both dice, charts, and cards. I don't want to have to make that mental switch from what does a King of Diamonds mean. I don't want to flip the things to see what King of Diamonds means and have to translate that in my head before I apply it to the rest. And so I told him it's probably great. Do what you want with it, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. And then a month or so later, 2 months later, he hits me with this version, and it so inspired me that I immediately said, "Hey man, I'll make a league for this, and I'll write a quick story for this, and I'll make scheduling rules. We should have a career economy for this." I mean, so inspired. And in a few days, I had contributed my piece to it, and then Dell has been refining and working on some added ideas, like edges and traits, weather and injuries. Really is a complete inspirational version of an era of football, a bygone era of football that is no longer on us. It's fictionalized. So the football is more fun than bygone era football. I hate to say it. People don't know this, but in the 20s, teams would win 5-0, 3-0, 7-0, 0-0. And there'd be a lot of 0-0 ties, a lot of 3-3 ties. That football is boring. And so I told Dell we can be based historically in the 20s and 30s for the other things that we want to introduce. But the football doesn't have to be that kind of boring football. So the actual football game is closer to 1950s era football, but we wanted our scheduling, we wanted our league makeup, weather and injuries and all that stuff, and our kickoff rule to define an era, a bygone era of football that is no longer with us. So it's really got a historical flavor, but the games aren't going to feel like those old, boring 1926 football games, right? So it's almost like the best of both worlds. We get this historical kind of flavor, but the football games are recognizable, right? Okay, if that makes sense. The full career campaign book also includes a modified version of AFG, American Football Game. For those who know, I created the CFG, the AFG, and the IFG football games. There are full play games based on Dell's Flash KO boxing engine. And Dell has taken that AFG and he's modified it to fit in with Gridiron, Dice and Drive's full campaign book. I believe Dell said that he believes the color campaign book will be up for sale on Lulu in the next few days, maybe within the week. So look for that. Obviously, when it is up for sale, I will announce it. But that's what this American Football Game also notes. So Gridiron, Dice and Drives, the American Football Games. I love the title because in the title it actually tells you what's involved in the game. Gridiron, Dice and Drives, but also the AFG is in this. So the full campaign color book has the full American Football Game in it too. So you can play the fast play game, or you can zoom in and play just drives or full games using Dell's new modified American Football Game. So I'm so excited about this game, I can't tell you. And Dell has just busted his ass. It is his best work, and I'm very, very proud to be a part of this. Dell's done a brilliant job. All right, everybody, have a wonderful weekend. And again, I'm hoping to see the color book available from Lulu in the next week or so, hopefully. All right, bye-bye.